store. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Are you ready? Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will take the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
So Texas Tech's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's going to be the challenge for this offense tonight, is holding up against this pass rush. They are one of the best defenses in the entire nation because of their ability to get pressure on the quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
The fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
The give to the tailback. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. Across the 25, he's got room. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd knows when to bring it. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
To the air. It's strong. He finds his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, let's recap that top 5 matchup that just went final moments ago. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Gonna be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other could have a case for the #1 spot in America, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Makes the quick grab. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
It's complete on the right side. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Offense gets set for second down. Back to the air one more time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible.
And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup?
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it. And it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Bulldozes his way through. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hudson. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Back to throw. It's Strong. Hard running there. Across the 25. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Give him 6. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And what a play call. You can feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness, this defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it, get it to your running back, let him do the rest, chew up some yardage, and make the big play for the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
He wants to throw. Going deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
They're going to throw it again. A strike downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Strong. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The running back has it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The give on the counter. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, but this running game moves to change as they get the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a reverse. Finds a crease at the 20. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. To throw, it's Strong. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner is stopped. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. The back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle, it's 4. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Dances away. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Coming after it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. This is a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Flores. Using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last one.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They'll leave it with him. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Hands it off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Red pass, it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Quarterback checking the play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Pope. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. It's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Back to throw. It's Strong. Dumps it to the back. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop. The expressway is wide open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Not much feels better to an offense than to get some breathing room with an explosive play like that. Now 1st and 10 from the 39. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They're going to test the right side with this one. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Flores. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing, didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's 4th down.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and you know we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat, so I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get it. Like, easy decision, right? First down.
They want to throw it. Touchdown, Cowboys! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 17 over Utah. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try the left side. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Strong. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Now on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Strickland. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Going with the ground game left. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards, so great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. And the Cowboys see them move the chains again.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Looking to throw, it's Strong. Finds the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Raiders. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground with the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Makes a catch past the sticks. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quick completion to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Dropping back, it's Flores. He's right on target. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Cowboys! They've got the lead here in the 4th. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. After picking up this 1st down on the ground, let's see what they do. From the gun, give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Running toward the tape. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Oklahoma. defenses on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Still on his feet at the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Clark. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The give to the back. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Cowboys have moved it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback moving. Unleashes 1. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. He'll run it again. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Dropping back, it's strong. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Clark. it all the way down to the 3 before they get it. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a crease to the left. And he takes it to the house. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Quick completion on the out. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Looking to throw, it's strong. They're bringing heat. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the player.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. He makes a catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Strickland. Stopped after making the catch. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Touchdown, Red Raider! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Looking to pass. It's strong. He makes the grab for the 2, but wait just a second. There is a penalty marker on the field. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our...
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's strong. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? He'll try to get it through the air. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way.
Lofts one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
That big play has him in business. First and 10 inside the 20. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma State! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one